Good morning. It's almost the end of 2017. It's morning. I'm standing at an Overlook and in the east side of El Paso off of Lee Trevino. And looking out, do you see the air pollution? I can see it perfectly well. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up because I have my phone with me. I didn't bring my real camera. This is the camera off the phone. Most of what we're seeing, this is the lower valley, and you can see this air pollution this morning. This, believe it or not, is a clearer day. Yesterday I was so distressed when I went out because all of El Paso was just a mess. But it's become this way. We can see there's still air pollution. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's not as bad as it usually is, but it's still bad. This is just distressing. I was thinking 40 years ago in 1977, that's when I graduated from high school, Burgess High School, and I left El Paso, never thinking I would ever return. And it's been 40 years since then. Now, 40 years ago, Yarborough was a dirt road out here. Yarborough was a dirt road. And on the west side, there were some businesses along Mesa, but then much of Mesa was just desert sand until you went down into the upper valley. And then you had people in the upper valley. El Paso has grown. When I graduated 40 years ago, it was about 325,000 people. Now we're around 800,000 some odd people in El Paso. And of course, Juarez is 1 million people. And it's literally right there. Much of what you're looking at, believe it or not, is Mexico. Those mountains over there are Mexico. You cannot tell where El Paso ends, the United States ends, and Mexico begins. You can't, I can, only because I'm familiar with this area. But if you're not familiar, looking out, you wouldn't be able to tell. And of course, we share the same air. Now, Mexico has zilch environmental pollution standards. I'm very concerned that our president, Trump, is wanting to bring back coal and backed out of the climate accords in Paris for the world. We're no longer a world leader now in climate control. I guess he wants us to turn into the filth that you can see over there. And later on today, as this filth wafts up and wafts over El Paso, well, it's what gave my mother lung cancer. It's what gives other people lung cancer. It makes people very, very sick. It can give you heart attacks, strokes. It can raise your blood pressure. Air pollution has all kinds of problems going on with it. So I'm looking at it right now. And believe it or not, this is a much clearer day than usual for winter. We're December 30th, 2017. And winter is when you can really see this air pollution. And it's not as bad today as it usually is. So that goes to show just how bad it is. Bye-bye.